Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From the 10. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And Garoppolo wisely, given his injury history, sliding to the ground there after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And Garoppolo wisely, given his injury history, sliding to the ground there after picking up the first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Going with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give. This is Michel. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, Michel. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chunk this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll run on first down. Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Maurice Hurst able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack on 1st down, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, Michelle losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This one from 35 yards away. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from the 20. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Gay's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This from long, very long range. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the